Today we will learn perimeter of regular figures. We know that a closed shape made up of 3 or more line segments is called a polygon. When all the sides of a polygon are of equal measures, then we call such polygons as regular polygons like square, equilateral triangle, regular pentagon, etc. Today, in this video, we will know perimeter of regular figures. Suppose we have to frame a square photo of 16 cm side with a wooden strip. For this, we have to find out what will be the length of wooden strip required for this. To find out, we have to find the perimeter of the square photo. You will remember that the distance travelled along the edge of a shape is called the perimeter of that shape. In this way, the perimeter of this square photo will be 16 cm plus 16 cm plus 16 cm plus 16 cm is equal to 64 cm. Here you can see that the length of the arm is added 4 times. We can write this by multiplying the length of the arm by 4. So that we will get the perimeter of this square photo as 16 multiplied by 4 is equal to 64 cm. In this way, we can say that the perimeter of square can be obtained by multiplying the length of one of its arms by the number of its sides. Now, look at this equilateral triangle, triangle ABC. In this, all sides and all angles are equal. That is, AB is equal to BC is equal to AC and angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. Let us find its perimeter. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to sum of all sides, that is, AB plus BC plus AC. But in this case, the lengths of all the sides are equal, so we can write AB instead of BC and AC. In this way, the perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to AB plus AB plus AB is equal to 3 multiplied by AB. In this way, we can also say that just like square, the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is the length of one side multiplied by the number of its sides. That is, the perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to 3 multiplied by the length of one side. Now, you can stop the video and find the perimeter of the regular pentagon. In this case, we can say that perimeter of regular pentagon is equal to 5 multiplied by length of one side. Similarly, the perimeter of a regular hexagon is equal to 6 multiplied by length of one side. Thus, the perimeter of any regular polygon is equal to number of sides of that polygon multiplied by length of one side. So today we have learned perimeter of regular figures. In the next video, we will solve some example related to them. Today we will learn about examples related to perimeter of regular figures. Find the perimeter of a regular hexagon if the length of one of its sides is 6 cm. We know that a hexagon is a regular polygon made up of 6 equal length sides. Regular hexagon can be seen in a hive of bees. Since the perimeter of a regular polygon is equal to number of sides of the polygon multiplied by length of one side, so we can say that perimeter of a hexagon is equal to 6 multiplied by length of one side. Since the length of side is equal to 6 cm, so the perimeter of a hexagon is 6 multiplied by 6 cm is equal to 36 cm. Next example. The perimeter of a regular octagon is 368 cm. Find the length of its side. We know that for a regular polygon, perimeter of regular polygon is equal to number of sides of a polygon multiplied by length of sides. An octagon has 8 equal sides. So we can say that perimeter of a regular octagon is equal to 8 multiplied by length of one side. In this way, the length of the side is equal to perimeter of an octagon divided by 8 is equal to 368 cm divided by 8 is equal to 46 cm. That is, the length of each side of the octagon is 46 cm. Next example. In the figure shown, a large square formed by joining 4 smaller squares with equal sides has perimeter of 40 cm. Find the length of the side of each square. In this example, we are given that the perimeter of large square ABCD is equal to 40 cm. We know that perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by length of one side. That is, perimeter of square ABCD is equal to 4 multiplied by AB. Since we multiply the length of one side by 4, we get the perimeter of the square. So we can say that dividing the perimeter of the square by 4, we get the length of one side. That is, AB is equal to perimeter of square ABCD divided by 4 is equal to 40 cm divided by 4 is equal to 10 cm. The length of each side of the square is the same. Therefore, the length of each side of square ABCD will be 10 cm. Now, by looking at the figure, we find that AB is equal to AP plus PB. Since a large square is made up of 4 squares with the same sides in the figure shown, we can say that AP is equal to PB. Hence, AB is equal to AP plus AP is equal to 2 multiplied by AP. In this way, AP is equal to AB divided by 2. Since AB is equal to 10 cm, hence AP is equal to 10 cm divided by 2 is equal to 5 cm. The sides of all the smaller squares are the same. So, we can say that the length of the side of each smaller square is 5 cm. In this way, the side of the larger square is 10 cm and the side of the smaller square is 5 cm. So today we learned about examples related to perimeter of regular figures.
Today we will see some misconceptions related to perimeter. Perimeter is derived from the Greek words peri and metron, where peri means around and metron means measure. In this way, perimeter is the distance around a closed figure. Therefore, perimeter is the total length of the boundary of a closed geometrical figure. Let's see some misconceptions related to perimeter. Misconception 1. What will be the perimeter of the given figure? Some students use the formula 2 multiplied by length plus breadth to find the perimeter of any quadrilateral. In this way, they believe they can find the perimeter of the given figure using the formula shown in option 1 and option 2. With this understanding, they select option 3, which is an incorrect answer. Some students in haste only see option 1 and, assuming it to be correct, they select option 1. But this is also an incorrect answer. Remember that we can use the formula 2 multiplied by length plus breadth only for such quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal, like a rectangle. But we cannot use this formula when one or both pairs of opposite sides are not equal. As an example, look at the given polygon. The perimeter of this polygon is equal to the sum of the length of all sides, that is, 4 cm plus 6 cm plus 4 cm plus 8 cm is equal to 22 cm. If we use the formula, we get the perimeter as 2 multiplied by 8 cm plus 4 cm is equal to 24 cm, or 2 multiplied by 6 cm plus 4 cm is equal to 20 cm. Here, we fail to obtain the same perimeter. Therefore, it is wrong to use this formula when one or both pairs of opposite sides are not equal. Thus, option 2 is the correct answer. Misconception 2. What will be the perimeter of a rectangular ribbon of length 5 meter and breadth 4 cm? Some students fail to pay attention to the units while measuring the perimeter. They place the digits as it is in the formula 2 multiplied by length plus breadth, which gives them the result 2 multiplied by 5 plus 4 is equal to 18. They see this number in option 1, so they select option 1 as the answer. But this is an incorrect answer. Here, the length is given in meters while the breadth is given in centimeters. Both units of measurement should be the same. Since the numbers given in the option are in meters, we will convert both measurements in meters. As 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter, therefore 4 centimeter is equal to 4 multiplied by 1 by 100 meter is equal to 4 by 100 meter, or 0.04 meter, which means length is equal to 5 meter and breadth is equal to 0.04 meter. Now the units of measurements are equal, we can use the formula. With the help of the formula, the perimeter of the ribbon will be is equal to 2 multiplied by 5 meter plus 0.04 meter is equal to 2 multiplied by 5.04 meter is equal to 10.08 meter. Therefore, option 2 is the correct answer. Misconception 3. A piece of rope is used to form a square. The same piece of rope is used to make a rectangle. Find out if the perimeter of the shapes will be different in both cases. Some students believe that if a shape changes, the perimeter also changes. With this understanding, they select option 1, which is an incorrect answer. Here, both shapes are formed using the same rope. Such mistakes occur when one fails to understand the given information properly. Since the same rope has been used in both cases and there has been no change in the length of the rope, therefore, the perimeter of both shapes will remain the same. Thus, option 2 will be the correct answer. Today we saw misconceptions related to perimeter.